This guy right here that's slapping the crap out of Ryoto Machida isn't some crazy Japanese guy. He's actually a Japanese legend. Yeah, so much so that he would get hundreds of people lining up for him to get slapped by him, and it was considered an honor. That's not even the craziest part. He fought Muhammad Ali in one of the first MMA matches ever, fought Ric Flair in North Korea in front of 190,000 people, converted to Islam because Saddam Hussein was carrying Japanese hostages, and he flew out to Iraq to get the hostages released and was successful, started his own political party called the Sports and Peace Party, and he also bought an island from Fidel Castro because he loved the beach and the sea. But why? You see, his name was Antonio Inoki, and he was born in Yokohama in 1943. Now, although being born to a rich family, because of the war, World War II, his family went through financial troubles and he had to move to Brazil. Now, the thing about Antonio was that he was a freak athlete. When he was 13, he was already 6 foot tall, and in Brazil, he won all Brazil championships in track and field for the javelin throw as well as shot put. At the age of 17, Antonio met Rikidozan, who was the guy who basically invented Japanese pro wrestling. He was a huge star. And Rikidozan met with Antonio because he heard of this freak athlete Japanese kid in Brazil while he was touring there, and he decided to become his mentor and bring him back to Japan. He comes back to Japan with Rikidozan and trains under him under the Japanese Wrestling Association or Japanese Pro Wrestling Association as an amateur wrestler. Now we fast forward a couple years, Rikidozan, his mentor, gets assassinated by the Yakuza, and Antonio also got fired from the JWA, so he started his new association called the New Japanese Pro Wrestling Association. And during this time, Ali was actually interviewed by the JWA about Asian or Japanese fighters, and Ali basically said, I'd give $1 million to any Asian fighter that could beat me. Now, Antonio saw this, and yes, that's Hulk Hogan. Antonio saw this and was like, that's a great opportunity. I really want Ali and me to be in a ring. So he offered Ali basically $6 million, and Ali agreed. But Ali's camp saw Antonio's grappling and wrestling skills and decided to make a bunch of rules for him. The rules were basically no grappling, no throwing, and no kicking unless one knee was on the ground, and Antonio knew he didn't stand a chance if he were to box Ali, so he just lied on the ground and repeatedly kicked Ali's legs. Now, this is one of the first official MMA matches, but it was a complete failure. Antonio really wanted to promote his new wrestling association, but the match was just him lying on the ground and repeatedly kicking Muhammad Ali, which people thought was a complete joke. Now, there's just too much lore to cover in one video, so I'll be making a part 2. But let me know if you also want a video on Rikidozan, but pretty crazy.